Hello, it's me. Been a couple minutes. By minutes, I mean days. Hello. We are quite zoomed out, and for good reason. Today, we are working on this castle. So we got a very low res castle here. Jumping right into it. This castle is not actually what we're working on today. We're going to be working around the castle. So this castle is a project that I've been working on for a little bit. I have made files for each little block here. So I've made something out of that. I've made something out of this. So this is not the final product. This is just a placeholder to look at scale and sort of composition of a scene. So don't worry. This is not the best of my work. But what we want to do is we want to work around it. Today we are going to be building a Skybox HDRI sort of thing. And I'm going to go ahead and just say I don't know what I'm doing. So it's going to be a fun learning experience. So I'm going to go ahead and throw on just a little bit of music. And I'm just going to kind of do what I think is best for now. As per the norm, today is Sunday. So we are going to be streaming with Jax and Death Violets later today. Doing some weird madness, whatever we come up with. So anyway, let's get started on this thing. First and foremost, I think I want to use a plane. Oh, hold on. I forgot. I gotta set up one thing real quick on my end. My bad. I had everything ready. I thought so much about it, and of course you forget something. There we go. Now we should do it. Perfect. There we go. Now we're in. So, I have this plane. This plane is going to be how far we want to push this thing. And that's going to be very important later for us. Actually, instead of a plane, let's use a circle. A circle's really going to do it. Oh, what am I doing? I want to expand it. There we go. So I want to say that is a lot of land to cover. How far out are we going to go? That's big. That might be it. I think we probably don't want to go much bigger than that. Whoa, this is kind of hard to look at now that I'm looking at it. Okay, we'll just put it right there. I'm not going to keep this. I don't know why I'm getting so specific with it. Okay, so we have this crazy looking thing here. We want to add a lake. So I'm going to add a little lake real quick. This is all just placeholder stuff. This is just me thinking. Just thinking about how to do all this. So we'll say right about there. I shouldn't have expanded it that way, but that's fine. Let's expand it the way that we're supposed to expand it. Let's do it the right way. Okay, so we have a little lake here. I can even offset it just a little bit. Just to get an idea of what we're looking at. And then we have a big old river coming in. So I think what I'll do is I'll just loop cut this here. And then we'll grab the river and do it that way. And this should give us a pretty good idea of how far we're willing to go. Let's see. So I could put like a little division here. If I loop cut this one more time right there and put one right here, we can add another little thing here. And we'll say that that is... So that's kind of our river. How far out we want this thing? I mean, that's a huge amount of distance. If you're sitting up here, let's say you're standing on this, and you look out, that river is forever away. You're never gonna see that. So I'm willing to say this circle is probably the correct size. Which is great for us. Okay, so we got this. Now let's start getting into the actual skybox. What is this? We have a plane. A plane? What is the plane? The cube is the river. The circle is our ground. And the plane. What is this plane? What have I done here? Oh, must just be a byproduct. Let's get rid of that. Aha, okay, cool. So this is going to be our reference, and that's going in the skybox, and these two are going to go on here. And then we can make the non-reference. So in my mind, the way I wanted to do this was create another collection. We're going to call this HDRI. It might not be an HDRI, but that's what I'm calling it. Sue me, I guess. Yeah, and we can bend angles and stuff. This circle's huge. That is more than enough room for us to work with. I'm gonna add some fog and stuff too. It's gonna look good. Don't worry. So let's add another circle. This one we're gonna make not like that. We're gonna make it huge. Okay, so it's gonna be bigger than the circle that we were dealing with before. And I'm gonna go to edit, and we're going to do that. We're working with some big geometry. This is gonna get out of hand. There's probably a better way to do this, all things considered. But so be it. Okay. We've come in fine enough. In fact, I might come in just a little bit less. We'll say that is our new circle. That's cool with me. I'm gonna delete that face. I think we are safe enough to delete this. Okay, so this is what we're working with here. And we're gonna make a mountain range. Let's go ahead and grab all of these, subdivide them a good number of times. Probably gonna have to go more than that. All right, so I'm making mountains. Step number one is mountains. We're gonna be extra careful here. Let's look at our proportions. Wow, that thing is tiny. Okay, so this northernmost mountain here is gonna be pretty substantial. Let's say root is more of a mountain shape. It is not a mountain shape. Nope, don't do root. Smooth it is. That's as much as we are allowed to edit things. Wow, that's kind of freaky. All right, tell you what, we need to rethink this to some degree. let's start pulling kind of randomly, not like that, on the blue axis. Just like that. Proportion. We're going to keep building our proportions off of this. I'm going to use subsurface modifiers and stuff to make shapes. No worries there. But right now, we just want to kind of get a feeling for how big this thing needs to be. Okay, so we can't have holes like that. So the big stuff should really be in the back. So let's do it like this. All right, let's get some really big ones going. Like this. Okay, I mean, we have mountains. They look like mountains for sure. I'm a little bit worried about how I'm gonna do what I thought was gonna be an easy step here in just a second. But we'll get there when we get there. I actually like this pass right here. That looks kind of nice. So this is gonna be just very short, small bits. Just like that. We'll call that it. And I'll pull those up just enough. There we go. All right. So now the very important thing for me is that mountains typically have like a pass between them. So check this out. We're gonna grab all of these connecting pieces. And we're gonna pull these bad boys up just a little bit. And I'm gonna proportion them. And here's where we start getting a little crazy. No. What? The heck was that? Alright, no. Let's pull that up again. We're doing random, and I want the random to be 100. But the actual thing that we're pulling shouldn't be that crazy. So we're gonna do this a couple of times to really sort of sell the effect. So I'm going to proportion, random 100. Yeah. Now, I'm a little bit worried that that's too close to the front. So let's do one back. But like 10 proportion is really good for us. Hey, Joe. What do you call me dog for? Joe, you're always a man of variety. I appreciate that about you. I'm good. I took yesterday off from the computer for the most part. You're all over the place in a good way, though. Don't you worry. I took yesterday off. We went to Lene, my partner's family. We went and hung out with them for a bit and had their grandma's birthday. And it was just like super nice. It was just super casual, super chill. Didn't have to think about things. Which is good, because all I've been doing is thinking about things for my whole life. So it felt really nice to kind of take a day off, get away from the computer, stretch. I don't know, it's really nice. Feeling good mentally. What about you? How you feeling? I've been jumping on a couple of your streams recently, but haven't really had a lot of talk with each other. Been kind of working out of my mind, honestly. All right, so the goal here is that I'm just going to keep randomizing and crinkling and randomizing and crinkling until I get things that look suitable. I'm always happy for lurkers too, so no worries there. Yeah, for sure. Joe, your views have been like amazing. Every time I look at you, you have like 6, 7, sometimes like 12 people watching you. Are you when are you hitting affiliate? You should be close, right? Last couple of days have been insane. That's awesome. Yeah, you hitting your numbers? Are you good? You hit affiliate. That's awesome. Congrats, man. What's next for you? You just gonna keep carrying on, or are you trying to do some marketing or anything like that? All right, so we are just pushing. It's all very new to you. Hey, that's life, man. We'll keep on keeping on, you know? I think you got a real energy to you. You're very nice to people, and it shows. And I always appreciate you having you here. Oh, nope, I just double-clicked it. That was my bad. All right. So, let's start getting a little crazy and random. I'm going to start grabbing pieces that I feel are very shallow. So looking at this, I like this curve. That curve looks good to me. That curve is perfect. Very good, bad. So we're gonna grab maybe 2 points here. Very bad here. I'm gonna grab 1 point here. You've made 9 cents? Dude, you're rich. That's awesome. That's so cool. That's the dopest thing ever, honestly. I kind of want YouTube to take off for me, but I haven't been putting enough effort into YouTube for it to take off or anything like that. But just the idea that like you make money while you're not doing things is awesome. Very cool, man. Very proud of you. For anybody who's watching the VOD, I'm a Cup of Joe. Go congratulate them on affiliate. They're killing it. All right, so we're gonna raise up some of these peeps and hopefully fix a lot of this stuff. Ooh, it's gross. Okay, so we're gonna fix all this random junk later. Don't worry there. Like, in no way is it gonna be this crazy, I promise. How am I doing on my path to affiliate? I am like 5 followers away, and I'm averaging about 1.9 viewers per stream. So if I could get like 2 more regulars, and yeah, just followers, we'd be set. I'm very close, yeah. I've been kind of teetering for a long time. It's kind of strange to think that I've been streaming for about 6 months now, because I feel like a total amateur, honestly, which is good. I like being an amateur. Like, to me, that's a positive. But it's weird to think that I've been doing this for 6 months. That is, like, strange to me, because sometimes I wake up and I'm just like, I'm a wreck up until I start my stream, and I'm like, oh man, streamers don't act like this. It's like, well, I don't know if I'm a streamer, but at least I have like the experience of a streamer. It's very strange to feel that way. All right. So we have a very strange looking mountain path here. I'm gonna deform some of these mountains real quick, actually. That's our goal right now. Hey, thanks, Joe. Yeah, I'm not too worried. For me, I don't think Twitch is necessarily the goal. Twitch for me is really a conduit for practicing game design. And to that, I've been incredibly successful. I have been more motivated now than I ever have been in my life. So, I mean, I can't be upset by anything. Also, not to get like really personal. Let's get really personal. Let's just do it. Not intentionally to get really personal is what I'll say. I was kind of like a big giant loner up until I streamed. And just the idea of streaming and having to think about like when we're gonna start and end streams and plan things and stuff has made me really social. My relationship with Death Violets, my relationship with Jax, my relationship with No Daxis, and a couple other people has been really positive in a way that I don't think would have been positive if I wasn't streaming. And that's like really cool. That's stuff that I didn't think, would come naturally to me. All right. Oh, that looks so much better. Look at this. Look at these mountains. Cool. So you're sitting here, right? You're at your little castle, and you look out. Look at these huge mountains everywhere. Yep. We're here. I'm going to stand right at the edge. We look down at our little lake. We got a little lake down here, and we look up. And boom, there's mountains everywhere. Absolutely. All right, next up on the chopping block. Random. Perfect. For me, that was running my D&D game. I have a tendency just to stay alone and be a goblin. Forcing myself to run D&D has been really good to help me come out of my shell. For sure. I think, so I started running D&D right before I started streaming. They kind of came 1 and 1 for me. And the group that I played D&D with kind of faded a little bit. We don't really play as often as I think I would have liked at the time that we started. And so it just sort of didn't work itself out. But streaming happened at the same time. So I think, yeah, D&D was a huge part of like my streaming career in the beginning because my schedule sort of interwove for a while. There we go. Look at these super nice things. Tell you what, I'm gonna try and straighten out just a little bit of this. What on earth? No, that's not what I want. Okay, I think we need to fix this manually real quick. Just like that. I think I went a little too hard on this area up top here. Speaking of D&D, I do want to get back into it. I've been like kind of slowly keeping an ear out for people that want to play, because I want to start DMing again. So I might start DMing live on Twitch eventually. We'll see what the people that I'm with feel like. But it would be cool to do like a game night, I think, every week. I think that would be really in my interest. Okay, so I feel relatively content with this mountain range. I'm gonna go ahead and say I feel great. So we're gonna grab all of it and we're gonna remove one layer. And now we're going to smooth to make it more of a mountain and less like criggly, craggly, crazy things. That's too much, I think. We want to get the high points down, but keep everything still pretty ferocious looking. Look at that. Man, that looks so good. Very cool. Yeah, Okay, so I'm kind of a man of secrets. I don't like saying things out loud very often because I feel like, I don't know, possessive or something. But in an act of stopping and doing that, when I originally started this Twitch channel, I had this really big idea, and I still want to do it, but doing it's going to require some extra thinking that I haven't done yet. We have a friend group that we play board games with fairly often. I wanted to just take my webcam and turn it down and record us like hands on a table. I know it's nothing new. I know people have done it in the past, but I like really thought that would be it for me. And for whatever reason, we just haven't done it. Just too much life, too much living. So, out of fear of having too many brands between 3D modeling and Unity and games and music, I might also do board games. We'll see. You're right. COVID has been kind of a weird thing for us. We kind of just have people over fairly often. It's the same people every time, and we're very conscious of people's sickness. Like, none of us are really spreading anything. Not that that's polite or good. Like, I think we're being a little bit more reckless than the average person should be. So I guess as long as it didn't come across live as being irresponsible, which maybe it would, I don't think that would be a problem. We have people stay the night here often. People will get drunk and stay the night. Like, it's never been an issue. That being said, if somebody had COVID, ain't nowhere are they allowed in my house. Like, not for 3 weeks. All right. So, we have done this. Let's go ahead and do the CMO hack. We're going to shade it smooth. Look how gross and textured and awesome that looks. Oh, beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and add a subdivision surface. Look at that. It's already making snow on just the default. Wow. What? What on earth? Look at that. It's already doing it. It already looks like real. I'm not even in a material setup. Hey, good luck on your stream, Joe. Oh, dude, don't worry at all. You've been a busy man, I know. I just appreciate you being here. Good luck on that affiliate. I'll come visit next time I'm off. All right. That was a lovely little break just to start off with. Love Joe. Everybody send your love to Joe. Now we're back to the mountains. Now we're going to start thinking about mountains again. I already feel super content with this. This already looks amazing. Like, I can't even believe how good this looks. So let's attempt some more world stuff. Let's do some world stuff real quick. Trees are going to be tiny, all things considered. Let's make a tree. Here, I got it. I'm going to make a tree real quick. And then we're going to go ahead and fill out trees on these lower bits. Just to kind of give us some vibes. So, how do we want to make a tree? Well, a really easy way I think I can make a tree is an icosphere. Let's say 5. Something that I might have failed to mention is that I'm going to be taking a picture of this skybox and changing it into a texture. So we're not rendering any of this in real time. I'm going to render this one time, take a picture, and then cut it. So let's not worry about that. Let's not worry if we hit like a cap or anything. I'll just let my computer run and sort of capture what we need. Let's get rid of the mountains. Okay, we're back to local space. That is a big tree. Holy cow. We'll go underneath it. We'll grab a little bit of this. Oh, wait, there we go. Okay, so we got that. Let's extrude along normals, bring it out. That looks really weird. Why does it look so weird? There we go. All right, so we have the basic part of a tree. I'm going to loop cut and add a couple of branches here. So let's loop cut like... Oh, I'd hate to do it too much. Let's do loop cut like 12 times. Actually, I don't need to loop cut 12 times. I only really need to loop cut once. And then once here. Now, here's how trees work. Trees like to branch off using the Fibonacci sequence. So we got that. Pulling it on up. Making it real small. And then from there, there'll be another branch coming off, but I'm actually a little bit worried about getting too obsessed with this. So let's not do that. I'm gonna let the trees speak for themselves by just letting them kind of sit. So let's go ahead and grab all of it. Let's get rid of that and get rid of these. Get off of here. Probably could have just X-ray grabbed them, but I was a little worried. I didn't want to do that. Oh, actually, wait, I have an infinitely easier way of doing this. Hold on. Let's go right to the top. Let's click just a few pieces here and there. Whoa, not what I wanted. Just a few pieces here and there. We'll say you're fine. Now these guys are gonna come in quite a bit. We're gonna proportion using random. We're gonna lower that value down until we get something we like. That is still pretty crazy. Come on. There we go. It's a tree. Is it a bad looking tree? Yes. But it is a tree. So I can take that and we can grab all of it and just freak it out a little less. That's perfect. This will do just fine. This is a great tree. I'm gonna have to texture it correctly, but other than that, we're not worried. If anything, I'm actually going to vertex group it real quick. We want to be careful that we don't accidentally separate the trunk once we're too deep into this. Hello, castle. Hello, castle. Jeez. All right, so we got big old trees. Let's go ahead and add a vertex group. You're gonna be called trunk. And we're gonna assign. We're gonna deselect, select, deselect, select. Perfect. We're set. So now we turn the mountains back on. And I'm gonna paint them. So we want to weight paint this thing. Using a pretty big brush. We're going to do our best not to freak out. Come on. Come on. You're just doing your best. Don't freak out. Please don't blow up the computer. There's quite a lot of vertices that we're dealing with right now. Can I actually turn off? That helps a lot. Okay, let's do that. Yep, this'll do. Look at that. Nice and easy. We're not going to think too much about it. We're not going to worry. We're just going to go. Perfect. Okay, so now I should be able to use hair and put the trees all over this place. So let's grab you. Let's do a particle emitter. Hair. We're going to use the render as an object. The object is the icosphere, which we're going to rename to tree in just a second. Let me go ahead and use the vertex groups, density group. Perfect. So if I take the original icosphere and push him up a little bit, do these guys get pushed up? No, not at all. So I think what we should do is just bring them on over and take a good look at what we're working with. We want the scale to be correct and we want the rotation to be correct because they both seem to be off right now. So, scale. 1. It's too big. 0.5. Looks about right to me. The variation we'll do like 0.3. Let's do big variations. All sorts of variations. Right about there. That works. Okay, so now we need to... Oh wait, if we put it as 1 and then the scale as 1, doesn't that equal... No, it doesn't. Sure, whatever. I don't understand how hair works. It's very strange to me. Now, why are they so far down? Why are they in the face so much? Oh, I have a great idea of why. We're gonna right-click there, and we're going to set origin to 3D cursor. Absolutely. Hold on. I'm going to scooch this guy down just a little bit. And now we're going to set origin to 3D cursor. And I'll push this one up. Boom! Look at that! Now we got all sorts of trees. And they're all over the place. Yeah, dude! Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, so now let's make some grass. And we're going to put grass in roughly the same places, I'm going to say. But we're going to do a lot more of the grass. Okay, so I will go object mode. We'll start right here as well, just in case. Let's make a blade of grass. I mean, a plane is easy, right? Like, I'm not going to sit here and worry too much about it. We're just gonna sit and rotate it. And then we're gonna scale her on down. Scale her on down. Make her nice and skinny and scale her on down. And then bring her on up. Look at that. So we got a blade of grass. If I'm feeling extra precocious, I could extrude it a little bit, and I think I'll do that. Just like that. Now I will loop cut it like 20 times. And we're gonna do our default sort of thing where we shrink the top of this to like 0.01 of every dimension. Perfect, and we're gonna proportion. Okay, wait, I don't wanna do Z. I don't wanna do Y. Sure, this works, whatever. I'll just have to make it a little skinnier once we do it. So I'm gonna go like this. Oh wait, hold on. I messed up. We wanna merge these vertices at center, and now we can do it. Just like that. Proportionate. Using a sharp. There we go. And now I'll squish it just a little bit. The whole thing, I'll squish it just a little bit. There we go. And he can probably be a little bit smaller. Dunzo. Okay, so now we'll go back to object mode. By the way, I should probably smooth all of this. Look at that. Okay. So we got a smooth little blade of grass. Let's go ahead back to the mountain. Let's go to... This will be called trees. We'll do one more. This one's called grass. Do the exact same thing we just did. So, what do we got? We got render as object. The object that we're rendering is this plane. Oh, I need to do the vertex group. There we go. And we need scaling at 1. I'm not trying to understand what's going on right now. Hold on. Hold on. Something weird happened. Let's go ahead and right click there, grab the whole thing, scoot just a little bit down, and set the origin to geometry. Then I can scooch it back up. Perfect. Now, why is it not rendering? What is happening? Hair. Object. Show emitter. Random scale 0.2. Oh, they're sideways. Aha, I see. Okay, we'll just end it up inside of this thing. That's frustrating. Hold on. What? This doesn't make any sense. Also, why are they inside the trees? That's very annoying. Let's change the seed on this thing. go. Now we got a brand new seed. That should help us just a little bit. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I think we want to make it a little bit random, but it's looking like it doesn't want to let us do that. Strange. Well, that being said, let's do 5,000. We're gonna need more than 5,000. Dare I do 20,000? This might get a little hard to process, honestly. So instead, let's change it back to 5,000 real quick. And I'm going to make another one. So we have this icosphere right here. You are the default tree. And we have a plane. I'm just going to make this really simple. We're going to make it as simple as we can. I'm not going to get crazy with it. Let's turn you up by 90. And let's join these top two edges together. Huzzah! And then we'll grab the whole thing and make you into a blade of grass. Just like that. Perfect. Nice and tall grass. And we will rotate you to the camera. Nice and easy. And we just need to set the origin to 3D cursor, and we're set. Cool. So I'm going to grab you, call you grass. We're going to grab the mountains and change the grass to this grass. And then we're going to grab you, delete you, and we're on grass. Cool. So 20,000 should render now. A lot easier. Yeah, perfect. So how deep can we go? How bad can we make it? Can I do like 50,000? I mean, that does not like rendering for sure. We might have to come back to this. I'm going to leave it as is. I will up it for the final render, don't worry. So just trust that the grass will be there. Okay, what else? What do we need? I think we're good to do material setup. I think I just want to do materials now. So, let's do... Let's go ahead and hide the castle. You don't need to be here right now. Instead, we will go to Shader World. Mountains. Oh, oh, this is gonna kill my computer. Let's not show all this yet. There we go. That'll work a little bit better. I'm gonna use Overcast Cliffs as our default. And we'll go into Object View and we'll just give it a shot. We'll just start plugging this stuff in. Hopefully we get something. So, what do I want? I think I want... Let's try the principled Bsdf. I'm very nervous to use displacement. I think that'll destroy my computer. And I've destroyed my computer live on camera twice. Not about to do it again. Okay, so we want... we want like 2 color gradients. One here. One here. This is going to be the top of the mountain, and this is the bottom of the mountain. I need something to determine how metallic it looks. So there's going to be something that comes through here. The top of the mountain is snowy, so it's powdered. So I'm thinking Vernoy. Although Vernoy could work for this. Bottom of the mountain, Vernoy. Top of the mountain. I'd hate to say noise. Noise is definitely my first reaction. Musgrave is here. Musgrave's too round, though. I'm going to also use a Vernoy. We're going to double Vernoy. Something will go through here. I'm not sure yet. It might be this Vernoy on metallic. Might be the alpha on metallic, actually. Okay, we'll stick to that. And then this is going to be determined by texture coordinates with vectors for mapping. I wonder if we can just use one. Let's try it. Let's see what we can do. Let's get into it, folks. I guess we're just gonna mix them. Yeah, I think we just want to mix these things together. Doing a lot of math in my head really quick. It's not quite math, but you know what I mean. Mix RGB. And the factor of this mix should also be determined by this. Okay, this is bizarre. So let's use a bright red. And let's use a bright blue. Ooh, that already looks so good. Let's use white and yellow. So instead of red, I'll use purple, just to keep it kind of consistent. Real quick, let's try this for just a second. I just need to determine how to do the height of this thing. So if I rotate this by 90, zero. Oh, hey, there we go. I think we've done it. Yeah, yellow to the top, green to the bottom. We've done it. Perfect. Excellent. Get rid of you. We're here. So now we should have purple and blue. Oh, they're overlapping. They're the same colors. So yeah, now we need to reverse this. Let's use vector math. And is there an invert? I don't think there is. Okay, I was worried about this. Let's do another one. So we'll do it like that, and then we'll put you out here, and we'll put the vector on there, and you will be -90. both red. If I add a vector math in the middle of these, what is that going to do for us? Let's add a vector math here. Plug these in. And I'm going to use not quite. Oh, there we go. That worked really well. We have whites on the top. Hold on real quick. Let's do red and bright green. Oh, yep, I'm seeing it. Okay, cool. So we need to lower the amounts a little bit because it's not showing up perfectly. So let's do -10, -1. And you can also be -1. You can be 1. You can be 0.5. Looks about right to me. If anything, I might do -0.5 here. Yeah, okay. So we'll have like a snowy area and kind of a drier area. I don't love it, but it's decent. Now we have a little bit of snow over there. This seems perfect. This is it, right here. We've done it. Cool. So now we can go back to where we were before. So let's do this. This, and I'm going to start by just doing one of them. So this is lower. So we want stone colors, a little bit of green. Like that. Mostly brown. We could probably use a little bit of like black over here. Like that. So I can change these colors later. We'll do the same thing here. This needs to be between 2 colors of white. So we'll say like that kind of white. A little on the yellowy green side. That is too much. There we go. Could even probably do a little bit more. That looks fine to me. Excellent. We got it. So now we just mess with it. Let's do scale it way up. We want pretty insane looking geometry here, I'm thinking. Vernoy might not be the answer. Like, let's say 1. Let's apply some transformations real quick. No, Vernoi is definitely not it. So now I'm inclined to do like a wave function, but Musgrave might be it. Let's start with Musgrave. Because wave I can wrap my brain around. I can't really wrap my brain around anything else. So scale 100. Let's use like a B-spline to get it really simple looking. It does not want to work now, does it? 10 on the detail, 1 on the dimension. What on earth? Okay, wave it is. We're using wave. Musgrave does not want to do what we wanted to do. So let's do this. Plug her in. Make some really weird looking geometry on here. I might have needed to use a third one, honestly, but we'll be all right. Okay, I don't think we want to go too heavy on the detail. Instead, I think the distortion is really where we're going to get our money's worth. Like 30 distortion. That's too much distortion. 20. And then the detail needs to go way up. Like way, way, way up. That. I should find ways to add extra detail because it does look a little boring, all things considered. Let's brighten this up just a little bit. Yeah, we need to fix a bit of this, that's for sure. How am I going to do that? I'm gonna have to smooth out some of these vertices, I think. We could do that in sculpt mode, I think. Sculpting this might be in our best interest. I could add some sort of edge detect as well. That might be really nice, but that's not really what we're looking at. Now we're running into some problems where it doesn't want to do it correctly. Detail, 25. Okay, that works. Now how do we get this up here to look like snow? Let's start with doing really high values. Like 400. I'm going to desaturate that down. It's a little too much for me. There we go. So we have what I would call pretty bad looking mountains. I might be inclined to do something like this. Make some nice blue mountains. I think I might even let the green just be like its own separate green. Like do like that and bring the hue up. How does that affect it? Does that look a little better? Hard to say. It's hard to say looking at this. I think we might have just made a very basic, boring looking mesh now. I don't hate it. Like, it's fine. It's just a little boring. So let's try and fix up some of this geometry while we're looking at it. That strength is too high. We're just gonna fix up some of these gross angles here, really get this thing going. Stop making it look like tears and make it look like real bodies of things. Look at that. Keep it nice and clean. Okay. That looks a little bit better for us. If I'm feeling extra crazy, I might throw in a cloth and do some cloth stuff, which it won't let me do. Why not? Why can't I do this? Okay, let's remesh it. Is this gonna kill my computer? Please don't kill my computer. I'm still moving. Oh, that did it. That really did it for us. I should have saved first. If I could undo that step, I would. Let's see here. Take a drink while it crashes. Oh, and I see my computer catching a little bit, so I think it might be time to take it upon ourselves to reset it. Let's do it. Come on. Come on. We're back. Okay. Black screen. Better than the whole computer crashing, that's for sure. Hello? I don't know if you guys can see me. I cannot see you. Oh, we're back. There we are. It kicked me out for a second. Let's give it a second to breathe. I'm going to start Blender up, and then we're going to give it a second to breathe. Alright, so, the real fun of what we're about to do. We're making mountains. Yes, they look good to some degree. Yes. But the real fun of what we're doing is I am going to be, we don't have any autosaves. Oh, there we go. Today, 2 minutes ago. Sure. Absolutely gorgeous. We got him. Cool. So I'm going to sculpt real quick. So yeah, the beauty of what we're doing today is, yes, I'm making mountains. Yes, we're doing all this. That is too much. Calm down. We're making mountains. We're making this nice, cool stuff here. But what we really want to do is the Skybox. And I got some ideas for it. Again, we're going to be kind of messing around. In no way am I claiming to be great at this stuff. So we're going to be kind of messing around with the Skybox until we get something we like. I've been debating on the Skybox for a couple of days. Ever since last stream when I said I was going to be making a Skybox, I sort of kicked myself in the foot for being like, why'd I promise that? But it's fine. There we go. Yeah, I've been kind of kicking myself just because it seems difficult. And I sort of just said it without like doing any research. Which I guess was a good motivating factor to do some research, because I've done a lot of research. And I have some ideas, but that doesn't mean that they're perfect ideas. So we'll see. Okay, look at this. So this looks a lot better, just like that. And yeah, the snow caps out in kind of a way I don't love, but we'll deal with all this in a second. I made sure to save just now. I might add a little bit of more random variation here in a second, but let's not do that yet. So right now, what we want to be doing is making that Skybox. So let's take a break and do Skybox. So what's fun about the Skybox is it is here in world. So let's do it. I am going to... We're going to put all of this in here, and we're going to hide all of that. We're even going to hide the river. All we want is just a dome, and we just want to see it. So, we have this as our old version of doing this. Let's make a new version. First off, I would like to see what the Skybox looks like, and I've turned it off. I gotta figure out how to turn it on. Let's go ahead and start by just doing a brilliant bright red and a brilliant bright blue. Okay. World. Let's see. Transparency. What am I missing? How to render world. Here we go. Nope, no background. We want... settings. Sampling, linear. Nope, nothing like that. Alright, let's Google it real quick. Always with the Googles for me. Blender, how to show world background. Viewport world background. Oh, these are very crazy options. Nope, let's not do that. Okay, you can use different kind of HDRIs. There we go. Set up your world surface to an environment texture. You must be looking through the camera. That's not how it works. That's not true. Viewing world. There we go. Found it. Let's see. Okay, this guy's just like, why don't you just go in rendered view? Because it doesn't show up in rendered view. What? This guy's like, just go in rendered view. Sure. For what? That doesn't help. Thank you. I need to like not render transparency. That's what it is. Let's see. Transparency. Where on earth is this thing? Oh, it's here. For sure. I remember this. There we go. Okay, we're here. I'm gonna import a single object as my ground texture just so I can see what I'm working with. So let's go ahead and bring in the castle. Oh gosh. Pretty hard to tell what I am looking at right now. There we go. Okay, so here's the castle. It hurts my eyes. So there we got. Perfect. Now let's make this into a skybox. So there's gonna be a couple ways we want to do this. First and foremost, let's get our colors correct. We want input, texture coordinates, and we want, where is it? Vector, there we go. Mapping. Okay, so we're gonna pop you in there. And now we can spin things around. Why didn't that work? Okay, now we can spin things around. So we want probably like this, I'm assuming. And I don't know why it's diagonal. That seems very strange to me. But I think I can easily solve that by doing 120. Okay, so we're gonna have one face that's a little higher up, which makes literally no sense to me, but is what it is. No, I want to do it correctly. Why is it at a diagonal? That makes no sense. Where's the blue now? The blue's there, so we want to do like 45. Get it directly underneath us. It's not directly underneath us. Why? Why? What is happening? This doesn't make any sense. Why is it so weird? What is happening? What if I do 0, 0, and then we do 120 this way? That's just gonna keep spinning it? Yeah, that just spins it along the axis. Blender, you are so weird. Why would the default setup turn it to a diagonal with no other like input? That's just so strange to me. Okay, well, I actually kind of like it at a weird angle like this. It's like a sunset, so I will accept this. So let's do that. That's fine. Now we want the bottom of this to be the brightest part. So let's get the night sky up in here. We want a lot of night sky. And we want a B-spline so that they like bleed into each other a lot. Now this can be kind of a sunset. Let's do like a really rich sunset. And there's that in-between cyan color. That's really lovely. So we'll do it like that and like that. Wow, that just like makes no sense to me. Oh wow, if we set our orientation, it doesn't want to work correctly. So I'm gonna just keep pushing this thing. If we set it at 0. Okay, let's just start creeping our way down, right? 90 puts it there. 180 puts it there. 140 puts it pretty far below us. There we go. There we go. I think that's about as good as we can hope. So now we can extend this outward just a little bit. Just like that. Okay, so if I take it upon myself to put the mountains back in view, here's what you'll see past the mountains. You'll see like this sunrise. Yep, okay, cool. So let's go ahead and make it a little bit more red, lower the saturation on that, and make it a little darker. Look at that. Okay. So that's the vibe right there. It's pretty dark, all things considered. I think we need to plug it into a background. I kind of forgot that we were doing that. There we go. Get it really nice and washy. Okay, so we're gonna keep like splicing this stuff together until we get a background that we like. I think I might be inclined to do just like a brilliant bright red. Just a little bit of a pink. Push them all back. That's a good look. I kind of love that. Cool. So I'm going to go with that as my first inclination. Now, what do we want to be doing from here? I think we want to... Let's just delete that for now. It's easy enough to recreate if I have to. I want a wave texture. Plugging into another color ramp. And these two are going to get mixed together based on the color of the wave. eyes. Let's do that. There we go. Okay, so we want just one wave, and we're going to make it really dark and moody. So the scale should be like 1, like 0.5. Even less than that, like 0.1. .15. There we go. Now we've done it. The factor in which they mix is this. And this guy is just going to be dark. So they mix based on this alpha. There we go. Okay, so what I'm trying to do now is force... There we go. I think we might need to do it manually. Let's make this the same color as... Okay, no, not what I wanted. Let's make it the same color as this. So when they mix, it should be pretty easy on the eyes, I think. Now, this guy is going to be a nice, like, purpley, really, really dark, like, purpley sort of thing. A little bit more on that blue side, even maybe a green. Let's try green real quick. Hold on. Like a teal green. Yeah, there we go. We just have one. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the mountains again. Okay, we're here. So I'm looking at that. Let's distort this quite a bit. And we'll give it a bunch of detail. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're here. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna have like a blood moon rising inside of this thing. That should look pretty crazy. Let's use a B-spline again. Yep, we have it. Excellent. Cool. Cool color scheme. I feel relatively okay with that. I think it could be probably a little bit more distorted. Probably not that distorted. Having the central line, I think, is good. Perfect. This pink needs to be way darker. Look at that. This is dramatic. This is a really scary setup, I think. This looks like you're getting haunted, which is the vibe. Okay, so I'm inclined to even probably put more red in this. Like 0.9 and 0.4. Right, I'm inclined to do that. And then to take it and just really lower that factor to the point that it's like not really there. What if we just use a standard ease? No, we definitely want B-spline. There we go. It's good enough for me. Looks pretty haunting. And we'll do a nice blood moon in there for sure. Okay, so now I have to add speckles to this thing. I don't know if I want to do stars or not. I've been debating about stars for a while now. Also, just objectively looking at this, I want to make this darker. Maybe like 0.15 or 0.2. That looks all right to me. And then this guy down here, I think needs to be like 0.85. We'll say 0.3. Okay, that works. Give it just a little bit of space on the horizon there. There we go. That looks a little bit more like a nighttime sky to me, so let's keep it going. Now, how do I know how to make stars? Well, this one's pretty simple to me. We are going to grab, where we go? We're going mix RGB. Relax. We're gonna go all in this one direction, and then we're gonna grab a Musgrave. We're gonna add a color ramp. And the alpha is going to be not like that. There we go. The alpha is our factor. So if I do like 100 of these things and I make them a yellowy sort of color, why are we not looking at anything? Wow, that just ruined my eyes entirely. Okay, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna take it and go very high on the black. Hey, we've done it. Okay. Now, I actually kind of want to go for a more stylized approach. Let me try a Verneuil real quick. I know how to do some weird stuff with Verneuil. If I go like this, and we go to, here we go, scale 200, and just reverse these two. Now we have stars everywhere. Now, an easy way to kind of make the stars far more interesting is to change it to HSV to make the black slightly a color, but we'll keep the value at like 0.01. And then you take this and you go far, and you pick your color. So you want to get as many colors as you can. So now we have like rainbow colored stars everywhere. And if you want less stars, you just come in. If you want more stars, you come out. Simple. All right, so we got stars in the sky. We got a nebula cloud looking thing. What next? What are we doing next? Clouds could be cool. I know how to make volumetric clouds as well. I kind of want to make it so that there's more stars the higher you go, and less stars the lower you go, which is not what that just did for me. What is this? What is this? Is that this? It is that. Okay. So let's add another mapping node. Not like that. Just like that. Now, we're going to... Oh wait, I'm mapping the wrong one. Hold on. No wonder it wasn't working. Let's grab these guys and scooch them on down. Not you. Scooch those guys on down. Scooch this guy on down. I'm gonna reverse these two amounts. Okay, or not. Reverse that. Reverse that. And we're gonna go back to the factor that we were at. Perfect. Factor should be based off of this alpha. Whoa, that's too much. There we go. Oh, now we have crystal clear. That's exactly what we want. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, so I'm gonna do my best to weight map this if I can. We want more of them. Oh, that works. Hold on. So now there's less inside these clouds, if any at all. Perfect. Perfect. So our little castle looks out and there's just like beautiful stuff everywhere. So if I lower the intensity down a little bit, we keep things pretty nice and well lit. Cool. So now that we have everything lit correctly, let's up the value just a little bit. This thing right here, this little cloud here, I'm not loving. I kind of want to make it more interesting. It's just kind of boring. Like 0.99, 0.95. Man, this is a tough one to really nail down. high saturation, low value. Okay, we'll keep it going like that. Actually, I could add, okay, here's something I learned from my partner. This is a really cool technique in art. Use an underlight. I can't use B-spline anymore though. Use an underlight to accentuate a detail like that. What if I put a gradient in here? Will this absolutely make it go crazy? Okay, what if I instead put the gradient before it? No. Okay, we don't like that, which is a shame because I thought that looked kind of good. But B-spline will actually work if we do it like this. This is perfect. There we go. That's a little bit of dimension there. And in fact, I think we could even do this and really chew it up. That could make this. Cool. Yep. That's it. We've done it. Yeah, that looks wild. That looks so good. Cool. That says magical landscape to me for sure. So we got some stars. Let's make the stars a little bit brighter. Where's our stars at? There you are. More stars. And we should lower their scale down. They're a little on the small side. More stars. More big giant stars. Nope, we're gonna keep it like that. And the stars should sit pretty well in the sky. Yeah, this looks fine. Wow, look at this mess that we've made. This is gorgeous. Yeah, okay, I like it. I'm sticking with this. I kind of want to play with the... Ooh. Okay, I'm inclined to change this back to RGB and do yellow. Whoa, careful. I think it's probably in our best interest to keep the stars kind of simple. Let's say 150 again. And I think if they're more yellow, it's definitely going to be better for us. I might even want to make them white. Just like brilliant, nice, lovely white. Like that could do. That looks pretty good. Okay, cool. Next up, what else do we want to do to this thing? I kind of want to put a ring up on the top of the world. Like a haunting ring. Let's do that. It's gonna be the last thing I do, and then we're gonna do the clouds. So I want a wave texture going into a color ramp and a mix. All right, we got everything mixed correctly. So let's bring it all back here. And we'll plug it in. And we should be getting going. So let me start by doing this. We're gonna lower this guy down. I should probably offset that. Yeah, I'm gonna offset that. I kind of also want to make it a fan. Where is it? There he is, up top, perfect. Now we got a circle up there. Let's do -1. Now we have a circle high above us, nothing below us, perfect, exactly what we want. And we want a saw. Oh, it's haunting. Oh, it's haunting looking. Yep, this is gonna be our like quote-unquote blood moon. Cool, I'm gonna distort it ever so slightly. Okay, well that's way too much of a distortion, so we're not gonna distort it at all. We're gonna keep it just like that. Let's do -1.5. Actually, I want it to be scaled even smaller, honestly. So we'll do -1 again. -0.5. Just like that. All right, and it is going to be the scariest little thing in the world. I'm going to add a texture in here before the gradient. But for the time being, we're just going to do the gradient. It's going to be the most brilliant, bright red you've ever seen. This reminds me a lot of one of the pivotal scenes of Evangelion. There's a part where one of the characters opens like a door above their head to another dimension. That's what this feels like to me. Okay, so we want this to be black. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Is it based on alpha? That doesn't make any sense to me. What is it doing? Why is it having trouble with this? I want to just add, basically. Based on... Oh, there we go. Nope, not quite. Hold on. Why is it so red down here? I don't understand what's going on. Oh, there we go. There we go. Infinitely better. Cool. We just want the, like, red above us. Cool. Now let's texture this thing. Let's make it real scary. Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. So I'm not going to think too much more about that. Instead, we're going to start doing some texture work. I am very, very inclined to put a magic texture on or a Vernoi. Why did that do nothing? What? That was weird. Hold on, do I have to put the magic texture before it? Oh, it's haunting. That, man, imagine looking up and that's above you. How haunting is that? Okay, that looks about right to me, but it's not working. How would I do this? I mean, I could physically just make an object and paint it red. That seems like such a waste, but it would be interesting. It wouldn't have that many vertices either. I don't think I like that idea, though. Okay, here we go. Here's a thought. Here's a thought. Okay, so let's go absolutely crazy. And then I'm gonna make the size of this thing. Let's do -4. We want it to lower just a little bit. That doesn't look very good, in my opinion. That looks so cool. This is what I want. I want that ring. I don't want this ring. Man, I'd have to do some really crazy vector math to get that to work. Can I do it? Sure, let's try. I can do anything. I'm in charge. -5. Hey, there we go. Now we're starting to look at it. It's definitely too big. Let's do -8. I could remove color based on vertex math, and I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so let's do... What? You know what? I'm not sold. It's a lot of work for what I think is not that interesting of an idea. I think what I would rather do... I have a different way of doing this. Okay, we're thinking out loud now. I've been in my head for a little bit. I'm thinking now. We're gonna mix RGB. Okay, so we can do that. Absolutely, perfect. That's normal. And then we'll do the same thing, and we're gonna subtract the bottom one. And that should give us exactly what we want. So you go into there. And we're going to subtract... Why are you subtracting it the wrong way around? Ooh. Okay, sure. I don't really get why it's doing this. Hold on. Let's add... There we go. That's it. We've done it. Okay, so I'm going to scale this guy up to 100. Let's distort it a good amount. Scale it down to 50. No, that's too much. That is haunting. Oh, okay. We're here. We've done it. So let's say 0.1 is too much. So we want 0.08. Looks about right to me. Let's change that scale just a little bit. I would kind of like it to be way more crisp, but I don't think I can do that. Oh, that is revolting. Good God, that's scary. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of like midnight purple around the eyes. And that should do it. That should really do it, I think. Ugh, I hate it. Oh, it's so creepy. That's so haunting. Oh, that's creepy. I love it. Okay, so my phase offset I have really gone crazy with. Okay, so we want negative 7.5. Negative 7. We want to make it a little smaller, I think. Yeah. Smaller is the name of the game for sure. And then we'll bring this guy up. Actually, keep it the same, but let's do 0.1. 0.11. 0.12. 0.11. That is horrendous. Distortion. What's that going to do for us? Yikes. No, 0.11 is good. And I kind of want to try it with 0 distortion. Or like 0.1. Let's creep our way up. Ooh, that looks nice. Nope, we want to keep the distortion high, I think. So I'm thinking 0.13 is awful. That's just like very scary looking to me. Cool. Now let's ring the dark purple around this thing. This is going to require a little bit of doing, because I think I gotta be careful about where I put it. Oh! What on earth? Nope, nope, nope. This is it. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. It's getting worse. It gets worse. Yeah, it's like a red top. I think the purple can just go. Yep, it's getting worse. freaky. Oh. Man, what am I? I'm so in on this. Let's do it again. I can't stop. I'm like obsessed. It's so scary looking. I just don't want to stop doing it. Okay, so we're here. Doing that and this. And this one gets that treatment. And they're going to be added together. Oh, I see. Okay, so we got to be very careful with our position on this one. Get it back to where we had it. Perfect. And then we'll do 0.5 each way. I kind of just want to overlay them. I don't want them to add together. So overlay. Why is it not just doing it? What? So this makes me start thinking, can I be a little bit more clever about this? If I have it like that, can I add a black here? And can I add a red here? So this is 0.12. Give these eyes a chance up here. And we'll say this black can come back a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that works. Cool. So I can just double them. 0.99. Haunting, 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 haunting. I think 0.99 is too tall. Okay, let's look at this. Let's give this one a shot. Okay, so you're at your castle. You're sitting here on the steps. And you look out over the world and you see... Hello? There you go. So that's what appears above the mountains. We won't see any of this down here. But above the mountains, there are little eyes and things all over the place. That is... that is disturbing. Yeah, we're keeping it. For sure. I'm gonna lower the value on this just by 1. Otherwise, I feel very content with this. How absolutely revolting. Well, this is haunted. This whole world's doomed. You see this, you stand no chance. How would you deal with this showing up on your doorstep? There's no way. It's my favorite SCP right here. Cool, so that's our sky setup. I'm inclined to keep adding to it, but I don't think that's in our best interest. I think it looks really good as is. So, last but not least, we need to add fog. And this is the part that I am very not comfortable with. This is the part where I'm like, ugh, I don't want to do this. So let's just do it. Who cares? Where is our 3D cursor? There you are. Hello? Where am I looking right now? We are very far away from literally anything. We're like underneath the earth. Let me turn off the mountains real quick. That should make it a little bit easier to find where we are. What? The heck is happening? Okay, well, we just got, like, ruined somehow. Our vision is just destroyed. Which makes no sense to me. So we're going to put the castle back, and we're going to work off of this for just a second. Now, we want clouds. Clouds and fog and just scary stuff. We want this to feel like a real scene. So, let's get out of that view. Let's put on our mountains. And I want to add a Taurus. Taurus doesn't feel right. What if I added a icosphere of 6? Sure, 6 will do. And we put this in. We get it just past the mountains. Let's get inside of it. Okay, we're here in the icosphere. So this is now our sky dome. And I can use volumetrics, I think, to paint clouds and mist on here. Whew, this is going to be a challenge. Okay, we're back. We're here. What the heck? Why can we not... You hear me? We can't go anywhere. We're not even moving. What is happening? Are we clicking anything? Hold on. Let me look up a shortcut to return view. Return view to origin Blender. Return view to origin. Let's see. Okay, let me read something that somebody posted on the forum post. Here's the lovely community that we're working with. Use the numeric keypad with the mouse pointer in the window you want to reset. Press 7 for top view, 1 for front view, or 3 for side view. There are others. ... Experiment. The question was how to return to origin, not get orthographic view. What a dick. Why do people like this? Hey, how do I play guitar? Well, pianos make noise by striking hammers on strings. That's not what I asked. Alright, let's see. To address the various align view options... Shift C. Center view to cursor. Shift C is what I'm hearing. Looking good to me. Look at that. That's how you answer a question right then and there. Okay, so we're on this orb. We're now making a second skybox. Now, the way that I was taught to do this, I don't know if this is correct, it feels kind of wrong to me, is to use emissions and transparency, and to mix them together using specific inputs. Wow, we got a nice little glass orb going on here. Let's get inside here. Get me in there. We're gonna blow our computer up. Okay, so let's start by just making shapes, and then we'll go ahead and do colors afterwards. So I want to ride my bicycle. My brain just melted. Vernoy is very good at making chunks. So if I do a Vernoy with a color ramp and we use black and we plug in the alpha to factor. Right. And then I up that scale just a little bit. We get nothing. If I do color to factor, we get pretty much what we want. Cool. That will do. That will do. So let's... There we go. I'm not sure what that weird circle thing was, but we've done it. And I'm inclined to just use constants. What? I suppose clouds are based off of... This is confusing to me. I guess the factor is determined by white, not black. I was assuming it would have been black. Okay. So, now we have effectively shapes for clouds. I also want the fog to roll in based on this. So let's add some fog. So to do this, oh, this is gonna get pretty rough, isn't it? We want texture coordinates, we want mapping, plug those bad boys into each other. We want a gradient or a wave. I'm gonna use a wave. We're gonna repeat the same mistakes we just made a second ago. Right? So we're gonna use... Okay, so we do need a little bit of gradation. Understood. I'm gonna use Z-bands with 1.5. .5 might be too much. 0.6. 0.65. 0.55. That'll do. I can distort it ever so slightly to try and get a bit of a shape to it. There we go. Look at that. Uh, 0.6 looks like it'll have to do just because of the way that this distortion is working. Yeah, that looks excellent. Oh man, we've done it. Oh man, we've done it. Yep, and we can make it a little bit weirder, I think. Okay, let's do ease. And get these guys really close to each other. Okay, so if I go back to this... Yeah, we got those little clouds. Okay. I want to sit and do some math to get this thing to work as well. So let's go ahead and add a mix. Oh, I don't want to do this. This is gonna be awful. Hold on. We need to mix RGB. There we go. Mix RGB, and the factor is this. Cool. So the closer we get, the more fog density we'll get near the ground. Probably not how real clouds work, but definitely what I'm feeling right now. So let's do that. And now I'm going to deform these clouds as much as I can. We'll do color and all that stuff in just a second, but deforming the clouds is going to be huge. So how am I going to deform these clouds? In my mind, I want to throw a Musgrave into the Vernoi. Nope. No, that's a no. That's a big no. Unless we want weirdo clouds. Wow, that really kind of freaked me out for a sec. That was weird. It's like when you take a sip of water and it's actually beer or something and you're like, I was not expecting this. That's what just happened to me. Ooh, okay. Hey, there's some clouds. Now let's increase that. A few big clouds could really do it for me, honestly. So the new thinking in my head is, what if I remove all of this? And we focus fire at the center origin. Okay, no, don't do that. Actually, don't do that at all. Let's get this going, that going. And then we're gonna actually just focus here. So scale. We want this to be here. And we want to decrease the z-axis a little bit. Say -3 is probably good. Get me in here. I want to see all the little edges of this thing. It's kind of hard to get the whole thing settled, isn't it? Let's do like 4. No, that's too much. 4. Too much. If we divide by the correct numbers, I can double everything. So I will say 3, 3, -9. Now we should have clouds. Hello. Why is our snow globe only rendering on one side? This is the confusing part now, isn't it? We want clouds everywhere, not just on one side. Seems like they're rendering on all sides, but once you put it in, it stops. Oh, here we go. What? Oh, I was on scale. Okay, so scale is really the problem here. So let's get rid of the noise. And instead, let's do the Musgrave now that we have more control over this. And we're going to change that scale to 1 or even 0. Nope, it ain't going to be a Musgrave, that's for sure. We can double the Vernoi, though. It does not want to take, does it? What are we going to do about this? What if the Vernoi... Here we go. What if the Vernoi plugs into something else? Because I think a Musgrave should work by, like, all definitions. So if we take this and we scale it down and we up that dimension, no, that's not gonna work. Man, this is rough. I'm missing something. I'm not sure what yet. Oh, it's the... I have to add something to this. So I should be using the add instead of directly vectoring everything together. So let's do that. Let's do a Musgrave here. Double check what you look like. Scale to 30. And then we're gonna add some color math. To make it correct. And then I'm going to use maybe like soft lighting. There we go. That works. Cool. So now let's get everything to the correct orientation. Okay, so one of them has to be made bigger. It's probably you. Oh, too small. In fact, I might even make you a little smaller. Big giant clouds. Okay, I mean, we're making clouds now, that's for sure. Okay, so what I want to do is add a little tinge of yellow. Like a light, maybe that color. Just a tiny tinge of it, and I might even do a B-spline to give it that misty, Japanese sort of vibe. Excuse me. Don't eat Jersey Mike's before stream. How many times do I have to learn that lesson? I mean, those are some romantic-looking clouds. If I'm feeling extra crazy, let's do a little bit more math to them just to kind of break them up a little bit. So I'm going to put on a wave texture. I got an idea for this. Okay, we have a wave texture. I'm going to plug in a mix RGB here. Ooh, that's an interesting little touch as well. Man, we can get it really misty if we want to. But that's not what I'm trying to do. What I want is a Z-axis with a soft light that is too hard. color dodge. Okay, now we're gonna distort by like 20. Our scale is gonna go up quite a bit. And the factor will be pretty big. Look at that. Tell me those are not some clouds. Dang, dude. This is pretty wild looking. Oh, as I keep messing up my camera. Okay, so... I mean, I could probably sit and tinker and make better clouds if I was trying. Not that I'm not trying. That makes it sound arrogant. No, not that I'm not trying. If I had more than 30 minutes, I would sit and just work on these clouds forever. But I'm not gonna do that. Let's do 0.8. Wow. Cool. So let's take a look at what we've done. So it should be Shift C. No, it's not Shift C. Hold on. You'll be called Clouds. We'll put you up in the HDRI file. And I'll go ahead and turn on... Where's our ground plane? The ground isn't showing up for some reason. But what we've done so far, and what I need to figure out is what I'm finishing here. Come on. Come on. Let me place a camera, actually. If I don't place a camera, I'm going to keep doing this. Okay, we're adding a camera. Camera. Hello, camera. You're up here. You're up there. Sure, whatever. Messing with the camera now. Let's get that X to 0. Now we're going to put it back to 90. 0, 0. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So we'll go up just a little bit. That's too much. And I kind of want to change the focal point and make this as wide as I can. Camera options. Lens, perspective, 200. Sure, that'll do. This isn't meant to be realistic. I'm not doing this for real yet. This is just to show us what we're working with. So, you're at a castle. You look out onto the world around you, and this is what you see. The mountains need work. Other than that, I feel pretty comfortable with this. And if you look up, there is a terrifying blood moon. Not half bad. So let's fix the mountains. How am I gonna fix these mountains? How am I gonna make these more detailed? What are we gonna do to these mountains? Okay. Let's just dive in. Let's just try it. Get rid of the grass, get rid of the tree, get rid of the clouds, get rid of the river. We just want this. Mountains. What are we gonna do with you? I'm gonna relight the whole scene after we've taken our picture. But I should still probably light it right now. So let's add a light, a sun, raise you up. And then we need to edit the sun. The sun is actually a moon. But it's a pretty nicely colored moon. Strength looks about right to me. Oh, I gave them gloss. That's a big problem for what we're doing here. Okay, check this out. If I go ahead and change this to a full-on gloss, and then I take the roughness and I use our alpha right here, or our color right here. Whoa! What the heck? No, 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 no. These are not metal mountains. What is this? Okay, let's put in a math node. We're gonna multiply by 3, 10. Oh, this is rough. 100. There we go. That works. Let's go back down slowly to 60. That'll do. Now, these mountains look terrible. We need to make them actually substantial and scary. So I'm gonna go back to this. We're gonna get out of render view and let's make them look like real mountains. How are we gonna do that? Well, I'm gonna save since I've done everything in the world. We're gonna check how many vertices we have because my computer does have a limit. Get rid of the sun for now. I think we don't want our subsurface yet. Particle systems. Sure. Let's add a decimate. 8,000. That is perfectly doable. Okay. Okay, so there's not that many of them. So we're going to go to Sculpt. We're going to Control R. We'll do like 0.2. We'll see if we fry our computer. Looks fine to me. What? It didn't do anything. Oh, I didn't Control R it. Oh no. Okay, now we fry our computer. Good luck. Good luck. Oh. I think I'm gonna do my normal rock technique on these mountains, but they're so big that I think that's probably not a great idea. Oh, we're freezing. Hello, I'm back. I said I was gonna blow up my computer, and you know, I'm a genie. I got what I predicted. What's exceptionally weird about what just happened is I did that earlier at twice the volume. Like I doubled the amount of remeshing I did, and it didn't break. So I don't know if my computer's just hotter than it was earlier, or maybe there was more running on the like actual thing, but yeah, I don't know. Shouldn't have done that. Oh well, more you know. Let's make sure everything's back to the way it was. Yep, we got the sun, we got everything. Perfect. So we haven't lost anything. That was just insanity. All with like 15 minutes left on stream. So I'm probably going to go a little bit longer today just to make up for that. But, you know, it is what it is. It's never a Blender stream without a computer crash, that's for sure. I'm going to try and divide my vertices this way. It's not my favorite way to do things, but I think this has got to be the way we do it. I can't believe it crashed, though. It didn't crash like that previously. Alright, so now we have a bunch of vertices. Less than what I would like, but certainly enough to work with. And let's get to sculpting. So I'm going to just sculpt, decimate over and over and over again until we get what we want. I am waiting for my Spotify to load back up. And we'll throw on a little bit of Spotify here in just a second. Hello, Gregors. How are you doing? Were you here pre-crash or are you here post-crash? Oh, I got statistics on my first stream, too. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I've been doing this for about 6 months now. I started when I was terrible. Like, the second time I ever used Blender, I streamed myself doing it, just to kind of really humiliate myself. And now, you know, I think we're still very much in the amateur realm, but I feel comfortable. I feel like I'm doing the right stuff most of the time. What about you? How long have you been 3D modeling? This looks infinitely better than what I was doing earlier. Oh my gosh. I was overthinking this so much. With the random spikes and all. I should just always default to sculpt when I get into rock texturing. I overthink rocks so much. All right. Should be good to play some music. We are. A hobbyist for 6 years. What does a hobbyist mean for you? Do you just do it for fun, or are you working on projects? It's just not your full-time job, so that's why it's a hobbyist. Hey, Simo, I'm back. Yeah, I crashed my computer for the 3rd time on stream. What was really weird about that crash is I remeshed at half of the volume I did earlier, and when I did it earlier, my computer didn't crash. So I guess just that specific number, or maybe my computer was running hot. I do it for fun and free. If people want something specific and I want to do it, I shall. That's awesome. Do you have any pieces that you're willing to show? Do you have an Instagram or anything like that? An art station, maybe? Something that we can show on stream and brag to all the people with? I want to fix that. That looks ugly. Fix it right now, actually. Fix it right now. Nope, it won't let me. Well, I would remesh it, but I'm gonna ruin my computer again, so I'm not remeshing anything today. We'll fix that manually. No Insta, but I'm working on a mask at the moment. You sound just like the guy I'm gonna be streaming with later today. Are you his alt account? A mask. Like a mask you wear on your face, right? I'm joking. I don't think you're actually my friend. You're my friend in a different way, but he's been 3D modeling for like, I don't know, 2 weeks. Cool. What kind of mask is it? Is it like a full mask? Is it like a character mask? Is it from something? What is it? Okay, there's probably no overhangs on a mountain like this. And I'm going to crease the inside of the mountains too to really force the light to play with them. If I decimate, it might mess up that little vertice over there, so I should probably fix that first before I decimate. I'm kind of thinking about doing cloth on this as well, but I think that might end in tears. I mean, I can always undo it. It's not that big of a deal. Ooh, that's gross. Nope, don't do that to that mountain. That's not what mountains look like. There we go. That's more along the lines of what we're looking with. Yeah, sure. I don't have links on my Twitch. So either if you want to DM me, or if you want to post it in our little Discord, that's a little nudge to join our Discord. We have Simo, who was just talking earlier on our Discord, and he kind of owns it, honestly. He's the one who does all the good modeling there. Every time I make anything, Simo shows up and just has like a little clever version of what I was doing. It's just kind of Simo's style. That being said, I am always very interested to see other people's work. I kind of live in the environment that I am a beginner and probably will live that way for the rest of my life. And I think I'm better for it. So I very much enjoy like being humbled and seeing other people's work and just sort of seeing what's possible. That is very inspiring for me. Oh, you posted in the Discord. Thank you so much. Here. Let's go ahead and pull it up on stream. Is this, I guess I'll see in just a second. I'm assuming this is safe to show on stream. %100% safe. Perfect. Very good. For anybody who might be listening to the VOD afterwards, sorry that you had to watch my computer crash. I'll fix that in edit. But otherwise, we are talking to Gregors, spelled with a Z, man. And they have made something. Whoa. What on earth? Okay, is this your reference or is this your model? What on earth? This thing's crazy. That's your model. Oh my god. Look at this thing. How long did this take? Yikes, man. Wow. You see that in a game, and that's like the end of the game, right? Like that's the final like piece of the puzzle that you get in a game. Wow. That's... I can't believe you're just a hobbyist. Not sure, haven't really been counting. Got it. I think my longest... I try not to spend too much time on individual projects. I feel like I learn better when I jump between projects right now. Eventually I'll settle down. And I have been settling down a little bit because I'm working on my first game. But for the most part, I try to spend less than 10 hours per model. I'm sure I will get put in my place eventually by a model, but I haven't run into anything yet that has killed the 10-hour mark yet. To be fair, the game that I'm working on is intentionally like low to mid poly. I'm trying very hard to not overthink the graphic style. So, not like I'm having to do 100-hour models, but certainly also not inviting it into my life. All right, this looks a little too obvious for me, but I think when I decimate it, this should look pretty solid. That mask is 2.5 million vertices. What? What are you doing? That's crazy, man. Man, that's the kind of thing where you just like, you put on a podcast, you put on a stream, you put on a YouTube video, and you just conk out. You just go for it. Tell me, I mean, it must be mirrored, right? Like, and are you using a subsurface modifier? Because otherwise, man, I don't know how you're doing that. Okay, so we got this. Let's fix this disgusting tear right here. And then everything else looks really good, honestly. Mirrored, blocked out in Blender, and then moved to ZBrush for high poly. Got it. Very cool. Very cool. The dream for me is to start a company one day. And when I start a company, I think it'll be very interesting to work with ZBrush modelers. But I can very confidently say I am not one of them. I think if I started a games company... Oh yeah, this piece. So this piece is the main hub world for the game that I'm working on. It's, for the most part, I don't want to give away everything, so I'm going to keep spoilers free. But for the most part, it is just a walking sim. It's just something to practice, you know, loading assets and working on, like, you know, sound design and all the simple stuff. I'm trying to stay away from mechanics too much. This hub world is a castle that is nestled in, like a little mountain pass. So we're working on the mountains here. I'll show you the whole thing in just a second as soon as I get this little bit done. That looks all right. That's gonna decimate really badly, but I don't hate it. Yeah, this is fine. Cool. That down there looks all right. There we go. There, I knew there was one more. You need to go that way. You need to go just a little bit that way. And that should do it. We should be error-free. All right. We're cutting it a little close on some of these, but I'm gonna not worry about it. Oh my gosh, look at all those vertices. How rough is this? Okay, let's see what we're working with. What is this? Why is there a... What am I looking at? What is this? Oh, that's our sun. Oh god, that scared the heck out of me. I thought that was a vertice that went. Okay, cool. So we have a rough blocking of a castle here. I have all of the elements made in separate files. So this is just placeholders. We made that on the last stream. It's like a mouth portal with teeth and stuff. So the whole idea is you're going to walk just on this yellow surface, and you'll be looking out onto what is going to be our eventual skybox. And then you go through some doors and you load into zones, and the load zones are going to be their own separate pieces. So this is everything of the hub, and then you go into more specific rooms, and they're going to be mostly indoor. So I don't think I need to worry too much about skyboxing and stuff like that. But if I do, it'll just be this outside of a window, or I'll make skyboxes as necessary. I'm always a little timid to share too many details, but for anybody interested, there's a game called 21 The World that has been a huge inspiration for me. Thank you. I appreciate that. I always worry about scaling, but I think I did a decent amount. There's a game called 21 The World that I'm really... Don't... Oh no, did I just crash it again? Oh, my computer! No, we're good. We're here. We're back. It's been a huge inspiration for me, that's what I'm trying to say. Nope, we're good. I didn't break anything. It's worth a play. It's free. I just saved, don't worry. There we go. Now it's running just fine. It was just for a second that it had trouble. And turns out the ground level is actually higher, so we should be good enough to raise this, but I'll do that in a little bit. Yeah. I recommend everybody play it. It's free. It's just on itch.io. It's a guy who interprets his dream diaries into little rooms for walking sims. It's a huge inspiration for me. I know how some people feel about walking sims, but they're honestly one of my favorite kinds of games. So I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to stick to what I like, and it's especially easy because you don't have to do too much custom coding to get things to work. I have been working on a fishing game for a long time now. And I love it. It's like a passion project of mine, but trying to get physics and stuff working is so infinitely harder than just putting assets in a game. So I want to just practice with assets. The fishing and all that stuff will come later. Oh god, decimating always causes problems. I don't know how much I care right now. Okay, so that is 470 or 47,000. I mean, do I just keep it like this? Maybe I don't decimate it. I mean, it's getting turned into a skybox, and then I'm gonna delete, or not delete, but just like archive it, so. Maybe we don't need to worry about it. Maybe I'm not gonna decimate it. Have fun with your coffee break. We're probably not going to be too much longer, so hopefully we're here when you come back. What the heck is going on here? Why does that look like that? I do need to sign off at some point because I got to start getting ready for tonight's stream. Normally I can go as long as I like, but we do have a prior obligation tonight. For anybody who is in chat and you're looking for a little bit more chaos than me crashing my computer, we're going to be playing a bunch of Minecraft minigames tonight with Death Violets and Jax, starting at 7 Eastern Standard Time. So it's going to be a really wild ride. These mountains really don't want to comply, do they? They look good, though. They do look nice. It's just the shading is awful. Let's get that shading better. How am I going to do this? We're going to go to Object. We're here. I'm going to up the saturation or the lightness on this. If I add little flicks... Now, hold on. Now, hold on. I got an idea. I got a better idea. I think I've done this wrong. If I do this... and we color this semi-correctly, let's do this. What's going to happen here? If I do like 90 or 0. Get rid of the Vernoy. I don't care about the Vernoy. We're not even worrying about that anymore. If we take this and rotate it. Yeah, we have the black on top. We're going to rotate it a little bit more because everything's sideways for some reason. I still cannot wrap my brain around that. And then we'll just do this. Snow cap the mountains. We'll use a B-spline. Man, they're just like so oversaturated. I might have to make an HDRI out of just the Skybox first, and then add the mountains with a different color scheme and do it that way. That's probably how I'm going to do this. Okay, so if I come here and I go like this brown, like a nice dark brown, right? What is this going to do for us? It's not doing anything for us. Don't hate that. We have like a snowy area and a less snowy area. I don't hate that. That works. Now, here's the idea. Here's the good idea. I want like really, really metallic. I want really metallic objects here. So we're gonna do that by adding a Freshnel. And then we're gonna do it here. And I'm gonna be careful of our measurements in just a second. The Freshnel should be like a white to gray. Like that. No B-spline, we're gonna use an ease. We'll meet them in the middle quite nicely. Oh, there we go. Now we got it. Look at that. Okay, so check it out. I'm going to change the roughness on this by doing math. And we're going to divide by however many numbers it takes to get that to chill out. Or we could subtract. Subtracting is probably the better answer. So let's do like a 2, a 1, a 0.1. Dividing, I think, is going to be a better option now that I'm thinking about it. Although I might just do like a multiplication because it's the same as division for me in my head. But I think more along these lines. This is tough. This is a hard one. This is a hard one to wrap your brain around. We got the colors doing pretty good. Let's say we... Let's just manually do the roughness real quick, because I just need to see what it looks like. Welcome back. We're doing some weird madness to try and get Fresnels to run our roughness on this thing. And so far, it is not working. Multiply is definitely not it. I mean, I like really want to try and make definition between the cracks on this mountain. But it's looking like it really doesn't want us to do that. Color. There we go. Okay, so let's give it a little bit more range. There we go. So now if we increase... There we go. There we go. Okay, so this guy... Yep, perfect. And I'm going to change this to more of a blue. Perfect. We'll say 0.9 is about right. Now, roughness. This is the part that sucks. I want to subtract by a certain number, which I'm assuming is going to be around 10. Is it negative? Oh, it's negative. That's weird. What? How does that make any sense? Oh, we're adding, obviously. What am I doing? So 0.85 is about what I want. And by that I mean negative 0.85. And we'll say we have decently nice looking mountains. I gotta fix up some of the topology. I'm gonna have to maybe get a little bit more clever with these mountains. I might do a little tutorial on how to snowcap mountains. So next time you all see this, these mountains might be a lot different. I'm just like not satisfied with them. This is, you gotta know when to break it, and this doesn't look right. Something's very wrong here. So we'll call this. So anyway, yeah. For a quick little recap, especially for Greg, we got our Skybox with our haunting moon up above, and it should just have a couple of eyes peeking over the mountain. We got stars. The stars are concentrating away from this nebula cloud looking thing. I might work on that a little bit offline, but pretty much I like it. And then on top of all of this, we have this bad boy. Where has it gone? There you are. So this is the door that sits where we were showing earlier. So expect this with some reflections on the back showing off that, like, moon. And we should be in business. Other than that, I think I am done for the time being. I'm gonna go take a break, eat some lunch/dinner. I'm gonna answer the 5,000 text messages that I got during the stream. And then I'll be back at 7 Eastern Standard Time to play some Minecraft minigames with Jax and Death Violets. It's gonna be absolute chaos tonight. Hope you all join. Otherwise, peace. Thanks.